It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll run on first down. Samuel. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Now on 2nd and 13. Fields. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a give, right side. Samuel. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. To the 35. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Play action. It's Fields. It's a complete to Harris. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it a 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Fields. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Kadarius Toney hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. It's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. first carry now for Nick Chubb. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second and 5 now. Watson got a man open. It's Darren Waller. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
After the interception, here's Watson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Rolling to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Into the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Watson off play action. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. That catch good for only a couple. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
No, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Completes it to Samuel. And some room to maneuver. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down now, Samuel. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Now ETN to start the drive. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Watson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On play action, Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down, Samuel, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Out of the end zone comes Spencer. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. A give. This is Chubb. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw, Fields. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. On 4th down, Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Off of play action, it's Watson. On the move to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Now it's Watson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, it's Dillon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd down, Dillon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. It's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They will start at the 25 as Spencer elects not to return this. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. The Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if the game believed their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. He takes this for 3 to the 29. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Faking the give. Now Watson. Being chased out left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off play action, Fields. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his target, Samuel. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on first down. Samuel. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Returnable for Spencer. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's Watson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Samuel, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really